Hi, friendos. This is Elena from Dice Drop Evolution. We are here to warn you that in this episode of the Astoria Cybernetic Medical Technology Facilities, that there might be some trigger warnings such as visual imagery of body horror, child abuse, child harm, mature situations, and violent acts of aggression. Please listen with caution and please enjoy the show.
Hi, everybody. It's your favorite girl, Elena, here to play your favorite water witch, Remi.
Hi, guys. My name is Kyle. I play Oswald.
Hi, I'm Allie. I play River, and I will also be your game goddess. Let's get this show started.
We go back into the tunnel of which Remi, Oswald, Data, Zack, Rodney, and Hood are. And they all just opened the giant gate that Zack was able to unlock through his electricity powers. Right after the gate opened, you hear that monotonous giggling that you can only assume is from Kimmy and Claudia. And a few moments later, you hear a slapping of feet that almost sound like wet feet, like running down the hallway.
Is it
and
like that bird from TikTok, like that bird video where they're like, blah, 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 blah,
yeah, but he also, yes, it is. And you see, Remi and Oswald, I need you to give me an intelligence check real fast.
Okay.
Boy, it's a good thing I started putting points into that.
Intellect. Ooh.
I only get a +4. I got an 8 total.
I got a 15 plus 7, so 23.
Okay, Remi, you immediately recognize this as the nurse that was talking to Hansi at the, in that video surveillance that you guys were watching. The one that was just like, you need to be watching Joy. Are you sure she's good medically? And Hansi's like, I've taken 10 of those shots and I'm fine. And the guy was like, okay. So, he's running and he, sees you guys and he immediately stops and he goes, please let me go. Please let me go through. I did nothing wrong. Please let me go through. It's mad in there. It's crazy. He looks like a little fish goblin almost. He has the fish lips. He has these slitted eyes, and he's a little bit wet, but he also looks really scared.
I just look at Remi.
He's like, please, I have not done anything wrong. I have not done anything. Who are you here for? Why are you here? Who are you here?
I look at him and I just go, key card! And I hand out my hand and I'm like, gimme, key card!
Give me an intimidation check real fast.
Okay. God, I haven't had to hold one of those in a while. That is, oh my God. Allie, you know that dice you gave me when you came to visit?
The titty ones?
Yeah, I keep rolling this one because it's cursed. It's cursed. I got an 18. An 18 plus 6.
My tits be magic.
I don't understand. Every single time I roll it, it's always a high number, and I always get scared.
Anytime I have a seafoam green D20, I just give it to you. I just want you to know that.
I know you do.
So, he got a 9, and he immediately takes out his key card and goes, Take it! Please let me leave! Please let me go!
Okay, I let him pass.
Okay, you
and
see him
in the butt.
Okay, well, he goes, ah! And when you do that, and he immediately starts running out into the forest, and you hear him go, Freedom! Oh, I'm not going to die today! And he's booking it.
We hear a bear in the background start chasing him or something.
We're gonna see his survival rate real fast. He rolled an 11. We'll see where that goes.
He starts getting chased by a raccoon.
Okay, so now you guys have you have a key card now to go in, but you also you also have full access to go in through the tunnel.
Sweet.
So I'm going to guess you guys are taking that trek down.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see why not.
Wait.
That's your only way.
Wait.
Yes.
I think
Before we go, do we care about the inside of this car?
Inside
like the minivan?
I mean, Shade is in it, and Shade is the getaway driver.
I go up to Shade and I motion to unlock the car for a hot second.
Okay, she does.
I take out my knife and I cut open the chair. And hold on. And I take a whole bunch of the stuffing from the chair out. Because these chairs have stuffing, right? It's how most chairs work.
I mean, yeah. You see, if you look behind you, Zack behind you has both of his hands on his face going, no!
And then I take handfuls of this stuff and then I put it in my ears and I gesture for everyone else to do the same.
Okay, but why?
Okay, so have either of you guys ever seen the movie Get Out?
Yes.
Okay, that's where I'm going with this. So that in case we have someone who's using sounds to control us, we at least have advantage in some sort of aspect against it. I'm not saying it's not going to be yes, this is foolproof. I'm thinking that if we do this and someone Kimmy and Claudia, who might be using sound to control people, we would at least have advantage against that. The NPCs is going to be whatever, but for us as players, it's at least going to give us some sort of an advantage. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I was thinking about it, because I was wait a minute.
So Zack does it. Zack does it. So Rodney goes oh, that's actually a smart plan, and does it. Hood just follows Rodney because Hood doesn't know anything about anything, and he's not very smart, so he's just following his friend. And Zack just does it, but he does it reluctantly. He's just going oh my god, Eddie's going to kill me. He's the interior person.
And it's the stupid intern. Get over it.
He looks at you and he's just
this was the best van. You just hurt the best van.
As we see, it's a rust bucket.
No, it's not. It's actually very nice. All the cars in the garage are very nice and very well kept by Zack, so.
I was about to say, let me have it, Allie.
No! Okay, so you guys will go into the tunnel that goes into the actual building.
Yup, now we're ready.
Okay. So while you're walking through the tunnel, it's probably, because it was a 30-minute hike out to that said tunnel, it's going to be another 30 minutes to get through the tunnel. Through the tunnel, you hear giggling every so often. It's definitely not as apparent as when you guys were right outside the building and ready for it. As you guys are walking down the hallway, there's dripping noises. It's just normal tunnel noises. You hear the echoes of your footsteps behind you. It's eerily quiet. Like I said, every so often you hear Kimmy and Claudia just throughout the entire thing. And suddenly you reach a door that says building 13-9 back entrance, and then under it says Horror Mutant Division.
Well, that sounds like fun, I say to everybody as I ready my hammer to knock the door down.
Now, you guys can do a perception check if you really want to, but that's on you.
I would like to roll a perception check because Remi's on her guard. Remi's using her noggin.
Okay.
Perception. That's a 15 plus 8. So
you can
20 something.
Okay, well, it was a really low DC anyways, so it didn't matter. But you look at the door. You could grab the handle and try and jiggle it, or there's a keycard thing next to it. You don't know if it's active or not, so really it's up in the air. Because from what you could tell from upstairs, everything was on lockdown mode, so you don't really know what's open and what's not.
I mean, I'm just gonna break the door down.
I mean, you could, or there's reason. Do you really? Okay, I'm gonna make this very clear as a nice DM. Is this a place you guys really want to be making a shit ton of noise in?
No. No. So I think what I'm gonna do is I go up to Oswald and I put the hand on the hammer and I shake my head no, because I'm gonna err on the side of caution, and I'm gonna whisper. I think it would be better if we tried to not make noise and draw all this creepy, scary mutant our way. And I go, we have a dude with electricity powers who can usually get us into shit with a zappy zappy boom. Or I could do this, and then I just, because I don't think has he seen the whole water thing yet?
Probably not.
Which
no.
one? Oh yeah, no, you have.
Okay, I was about to say, so then I turn into a puddle and I go onto the other side of the door and then I just wait.
One minute. Because he has, but Rodney, Zack, and Hood have not. So give me 1 sec.
Roll a sanity check.
Okay, well, Zack just thinks this is normal. He rolled an 18. Zack's like, yeah, that's about right. Hood's just sort of staring at the crack in the door. He's just like, what's going on? And, Oswald, can you give me a perception check?
Yes. What is my perception modifier? 14. So let me roll the dice. That's a 6 plus 14, so a 20.
Okay, so you notice Rodney's just he looks at the door of where she just went into underneath, and then his head slowly moves upwards, looking at the ceiling, and then he slowly goes down and he slowly looks at Data, and Data, he's just sort of yeah, this tracks. This tracks for them, actually.
It is I already read her biological tracers. She should have done this 5 months ago.
This seems to be on trend for her right now. But Rodney's not saying anything. Hood is just staring at the door in astonishment. What the fuck did I miss? I was gone for 2 weeks. What happened? And Data's just see what happens when you're gone for 2 weeks. You miss shit. So, what are you doing, Remi, as a puddle outside?
I'm looking to see
inside now.
Well, yeah, so I'm on the other side of the door. So first of all, what do I notice in the immediate vicinity of me?
Okay, so when you go into the door, you notice there is an immediate stairway going up. And on the top plaque of that, it says, so I need you to give me a full perception check again so I can tell you everything that you're able to clock.
Should I use another dice or should I use the blessed dice?
Do whatever you feel is correct, my dear.
Okay, another perception, and that's a... Oh my god. Okay, that's a 13 plus 8, so 22.
Okay, so you see the stairway going up. I already told you that, but that was already said. You wouldn't need a perception check to understand that there was a stairway going up. You get me?
Yeah.
But on top of the stairway, there's a little sign that says first floor. There's a map on the side that gives you the entire map of the entire building. It does not say which room is which, but it does say this floor, this floor, this floor, this floor.
God, if only I had a phone and I could take a picture.
Oswald has the phone. Let him in.
I know, but still.
So, I am saying this as your DM now. I do not trust Remi with phones.
It was one time.
It was twice.
One time.
So, you see the stairwell, you see the map, you see there's like a little dumpster next to the stairway, just like for like a quick throwaway thing. But that's really all you see. If anything, this is just a hallway to lead you up to the first floor.
Okay.
If you turn around, the door also says like emergency exit, so that's probably what this was.
Okay, so this is like, I'm guessing like stairwell door. Like stairwell, like going up, down, and then round. Like, okay. So then so this would be funny, but I guess I'll wait until Oswald comes, because I would imagine, like, you see, like, the puddle, like, half come out, and then you see, like, her arm come up, and then it's, like, gesturing, like, give me the phone, give me the phone.
Like a flubber arm, or like you have your arm like fully as Remi and the rest of you as a puddle?
So like imagine like you see like the water like half come out, and then you see like her arm like snake up, but it's like actual, like you can see like half color, and like it's like still watery, but like exactly like a flubber arm, and she's like gesturing like give me the phone.
The fucking mutants in here are just gonna look at you and be like, wow, no,
give me the phone. Like she's gonna get looked at and be like, and we're the psychos.
One of us.
Okay, so you see Remi snake back out underneath, and then like gestures, like she's like a half puddle, gestures out and goes like full flubber arm, and like has her hand up like near Oswald, is like gesturing like give me something.
Oswald, give me a intelligence check so you can figure out what the fuck she wants.
I'm gonna use the yeet or fuck dice on this one.
If it's a fuck, can it please be Oswald gives Remi a high five?
Yeah.
That landed. Okay. So
is it not a fuck?
No. It somehow landed like between my little cooling lab desk thing I have here and my my mouse pad, so it landed with the pointy side up somehow.
Oh my god, I hate it when that happens. I hate it when that happens.
It just fucking did it. Stop it. Jesus. And now it's on the floor. I'm rolling a different dice.
Oh my god, it's not meant to be.
No, this dice
are pulling an Oswald.
It doesn't want to be yeeted or fucked. All right, I'm using the big Kraken dice now. That is a 14 total.
Okay, so you look at her hand. You look at the water that's like going from underneath the door. You look at the other guys. The other guys are just Hood is staring at the hand with so much distress. He like walks over. Like Hood doesn't know what to do while she's just like holding her hand out to Oswald. So, let me roll something for Hood real fast.
Oh my god, I love how you just turned him into an absolute dipshit.
Well, he is an absolute dipshit.
He is.
He's supposed to be the smart, tactical one.
No, he's not. He was never. Even as James played him.
He set him up almost like, not actual Green Arrow, but like the one, you know how when he has, I forget his name for a hot second.
I only ever saw Hood as a bumbling idiot, so.
No, but like the step below, when it became the red arrow or whatever, when Thea like took over, but it was like the red hood, and it was that other dude, and he was an absolute dude.
Yeah.
But like he was still street smart. Like give a man some props.
Okay, well, Hood can be smart when he wants to be. This is not one of those times. He, like, looks at your hand that's, like, coming out from water, and he's, like, and realizes that you're holding it out towards Oswald, but he just, like, takes your hand and holds it.
Immediately, the water, like, flinches off and then gives, like, a big middle finger.
Do you want to know what I was expecting? I was expecting you to let go and be like, nah, and then like slap his hand. But
Well, imagine it's like I let go, slap his hand, and then give him a middle finger. Because I have a feeling like she can be like, oh yeah, this definitely doesn't feel like Oswald, and like moves back over to Oswald.
These hands are way too calloused. Okay, Oswald, you want to give me another intelligence check? Because Remi is not being obvious about what she wants at all.
Sure.
Okay, so there's something else that I
Okay,
wanted to
that
do.
was a dirty 20.
Okay, I was about to say,
Okay.
if this doesn't work, I have something else really funny planned.
Remi very obviously wants your phone.
Okay, I hand her my phone.
And I'm going to say anything. I'm going to say this here. All phones 200 years in the future are waterproof. Because why the fuck aren't they waterproof?
They're water resistant.
Oh. No, these are 100% waterproof.
No, I mean like phones these days. It's like
Oh, yeah.
every time back when I worked at Verizon, it was like literally they would be like, it's water resistant. And then it wouldn't actually be water resistant.
Yeah, so no, these are waterproof. So
Good.
Remi will not fuck up the phone that you stole from somebody else.
So then I immediately, once the phone is in my hand, you see like little lips like slide like SpongeBob when he melted, and then it just goes, thank you, and then it slides back up, and she slides back.
Data? Oh, man, I have to roll something for Data right quick. I got my tattoo. We got a 6. Data is just like, if she could have done that the entire time, why couldn't she just ask for your phone that way?
I just shrug and sit down.
So then Remi takes a picture of the map, and then she slides back out.
Are you not going to let them in? This is the only way into this
Oh,
place,
I thought it continued. Okay, so then yeah, I slide back in, I take a picture, and then I unlock the door with, I guess, the key card.
Okay. So,
I guess I should have just opened up the door.
yeah, I didn't understand exactly what was going on here. I thought that's where you were headed.
Sorry, I thought there were like other ways to get through, and this was like the
No,
first
there was the front door that's very obviously locked down, and this emergency exit that was also kind of locked until Zack unlocked it.
Okay, so I open up this door.
Okay, so you just hear like a creaking of a metal door, and like
slowly, I open it slowly.
Okay, but still, it hasn't been greased. You're still going to hear the very quiet. You look outside to see a stunned Robin, a stunned Hood. Rodney just like looking at the ceiling, just like an utter, just like dead. Like he just looks so confused. Data smiling at you. Oswald, blank face. Zack just like hands in pockets saying, yeah, seems correct. All your boys. And there's like, you hear Rodney just go, are we good to go?
I give a big thumbs up.
Remi, what was that?
I give a big thumbs up, and I'm like, all right, let's get going. We gotta head upstairs.
No,
I
but
want Remi to do a thing where like she slips on like a pen or a pencil that's just hanging out on the ground because whatever. And as soon as she hits the ground, it's like puddle.
Like, what do you mean?
like as soon like when you step on like the pencil or a pen, or like when you slip on whatever it is, when you land on your butt or your back.
Oh yeah, like if I trip and fall, I instantly turn into a puddle.
Yeah, and then you get back up from the puddle back in human form.
Oh, I'm gonna start thinking about that. Like, ooh, that would be a really good reason why my dodge is so high. Because my dodge is at 23 and my parry's at 20. I am basically untouchable.
So, everyone like is following you in. They're trying to be as quiet as possible. At least like Data and Zack and Rodney are. Let's see where Hood is, because he's a fucking moron. Okay, so Hood, there's like a loose tile somewhere, and you just hear like a like coming from his direction. He just immediately pauses.
We all stop, and I turn and look, and I like glare at him, and then I whisper to Oswald, I thought he was supposed to be the tactical one.
He whispers, he obviously heard that and goes, I'm out of practice!
Oh, sorry, Mr. Hollywood.
If 2 weeks is enough to get you out of practice to where you're this bad, I don't want to see you after, like, I don't know, longer than that.
It wasn't that... guys, it wasn't just about a movie. We're going to talk about this later.
You see Remi up front, like, obviously mocking him, like, and then just keeps walking.
It's like, alright, okay, alright. And you, like, notice him start to do, like, the thing that River does, where she goes, alright, okay, alright. But it's, like, very much like a dude version of it, where he's like, okay, alright, okay. And, like, I don't know if you guys would clock that as, hey, that's, you are definitely her brother. So, I'm going to need all of you at this time, and it's not for fighting, but I am going to need you to do it, is to roll me an initiative.
No, I refuse.
I'm just going to click the button for this because dice have not been rolling my way.
Oh my gosh, the dice.
Wow, I should have rolled a dice. That's a 6.
I also rolled a 4, and I got a 6 total.
Okay,
we need to have, what is it, dex now or something?
Yeah, what's your guys' dex?
My deck. Well, I rolled a 4 plus 6.
Yeah, but we both ended on the same number, so we have to roll off to see who goes
I had
first.
10 total, dear.
Oh.
My
The way
initiative
you were saying
is
it
plus
made
6.
it sound like you got a 6.
No, I said, I also scored low. I got a 4, and my initiative is plus 6.
Oh wait, I need to roll 4. Could you two also roll me Hansi and Plaguey?
Oh, and yeah.
That's
oh my god.
Is that a +5?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's a 24.
I got a dirty 20.
24, 20, 17.
Fucking Hansi.
River rolled very badly for her initiative in this. Not like very badly, but like not great. And Plaguey. Alright, that's actually perfect. Sweet. Thank you so much, friends. So we are going to start with this side before we do Hansi and Plaguey and River and Avery. So, the scene opens up and you see a giant hallway. We're going to switch to, because you guys did not roll the highest, it was actually Rodney, which means Rodney and Hood collectively. So, Rodney rolled a 15. And, both him and Hood start hearing this melodic laughter. And it's not like this light little kid feeling that you were listening to before with Kimmy and Claudia. And they lightly break off from the group. I'm going to need you guys to do a perception check, but at disadvantage.
Okay, the first roll on the dice was an 18.
I'm done with the blessed dice.
Is it disadvantage? Remember.
Yeah, I rolled twice.
My second roll on the floor, and so I got a 16. Not total, 16 on the dice plus 14. So a 30, I think.
Okay. Jesus.
You act like you don't expect it.
Yeah, well, I have your DCs a lot higher now, too. What was yours?
It doesn't matter. I don't see it or hear it.
Okay, cool.
I rolled a 2 + 8 = 10. I don't see shit.
Now the question is, Oswald, if you see them breaking off from the group to go to a different hallway, are you going to say anything?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna like tap Remi on the shoulder and point in that direction.
Would Remi say something? Because they're just gonna keep going.
Yeah, I think I would say something like, "Hey, idiots, get back here. We're sticking as a group."
So, Rodney turns around and goes, "We're gonna go this way. It's better if we split up."
No, it's not.
Have you ever seen a horror movie?
Yeah, have you ever seen a horror movie, you dumbasses?
Guys.
This is why. And then she's like, thinks like terribly about it because she was the only one watching it and everyone else fell asleep. And she's like, you never split up.
So, okay, if we're doing that. Okay, so, Remi, as soon as you say, "What are you idiots doing?" Like, you've seen every horror movie, you get this sudden feeling. I would tell you to do a save on this, however, they did roll a nat 20 on it, so.
Well.
How do you spell fucked? I think you spell it.
So you get this feeling. You get this feeling in your head, like, no, they're right. You're fine. It's better if you guys actually split up. It will actually help you find River faster. You're safe here. Don't worry. No one's going to hurt you. And you get that feeling about you. You get those thoughts about you.
And then I say to them after I say that, and I guess after he like mentions the horror movies, I'm like, fine, but be quiet and don't be idiots, because I swear to God, if we have to go on a rescue mission to get you two, we're done. I'm not trying to find you.
Hood, like, he's still like facing the hallway, and he just does like a thumbs up, and you guys can't hear it, but through their ears they're hearing, "Come here, cuties," and they're like slowly walking toward that direction. Hey, you there, listener. This is Allie. From that podcast that you're listening to right now. Well, if you're listening to us, you must be really into or interested in tabletop role-playing games. Well, from the makers and publishers of games like Mutants and Masterminds, that's the one that we play, Blue Rose, Dragon Age RPG, Fantasy Age RPG, and many more, Green Ronin Publishing and Dice Drop Evolution would like to give back to you all. So stock up and pick up some new games at greenronin.com and use the code DICEDROP at checkout to help save you some money. Again, that is greenronin.com and the code is DICEDROP at checkout. Have fun, friends!
What's up, party people? Avalanche here from Avalanche Artistry. You can find me at www.patreon.com/avalancheartistry for all of your D&D and TTRPG battle bat needs. Happy gaming, y'all!
Hey, Dice Drop fans! I am Emil from Double DM and also Ellie's online brother. No, we are not related by blood. The Double DM podcast is a discussion podcast where I and my co-host Niels discuss critical questions and give advice for DMs of all skill levels. Our discussions are themed to one singular topic every week and are around 1 hour in length while keeping the deep diving discussions alive. We have episodes on topics like music or battle map design, or more in-game topics like plot twists and death. You can find us on all big podcasting platforms under Double DM or on Twitter at DoubleDMPod.
So the boys leave. So Remi, with that thoughts of splitting up would actually be better, you feel pulled to the hallway that's actually adjacent to where the boys went. And you feel like you're okay with going alone. You feel like you're more powerful. You're powerful enough to go alone, that you'll be fine.
Stroking my ego. That's how you get me.
Yeah.
So then I turn to Oswald and I say, okay, I'm gonna go into this room here. And then, is there like a room across the hall?
It's not really a rule. It's
Or,
not. It's
like,
literally.
an area.
It's a different. It's literally a different hallway altogether.
Okay, so then maybe I say, like, if we're quick about it and we just quickly go through, I'll go through this way and you go through that way.
The best way to explain of kind of like where you guys are, you're kind of in like a reception area of what looks to be a hospital, and there's like 5 different hallways going in different directions where different rooms would be, and then there is a stairwell to go upstairs.
Okay.
So right now you're being pulled toward the other hallway.
Sweet. So then I like point like, yeah, so I'll be like, we want to be quick about it, like the boys were saying. I'll go down this way real fast, and if there's anything wrong, I'll yell something that we both know. And then she like thinks for a hot second. She's like, I'll yell Bob's Bacon Shack if there's something wrong, and then you go down that way and you yell Bob's Bacon Shack if there's something wrong.
I just nod.
I was gonna say, Oswald, do you want to do an intelligence check on that? Or are you just gonna let that happen?
I guess I'll do an intelligence check. Worst thing that could happen is I roll on that one.
Oh God.
Well, it was close. It was 2.
Yeah, let that happen, bud.
Something.
It was a 6 total.
bud.
You
That-
never manifest.
Good old 6 total.
All right, let's do. Okay, so we have. So, you keep hearing these voices in your head and whispering around you as you're walking, Remi, and it's just kind of like this deeper man's voice. This is the best I can do, and he's just like,
"You're the strongest in your team, Remi. Come here. I can teach you everything you need." And
it's just like pulling you in more. And we are going to roll. Last time I rolled for him, he did not go too well, but let's see. Actually, I need all 3 of them. All 3 of my baddies. Ooh, okay, all of them did very well. So,
I'm up against 3 of these motherfuckers by myself, Allie.
No, it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with what the other 3 have to deal with. Thank you, love.
I was about to say.
So, Oswald, while you're focused on Remi, Data starts going upstairs to the 2nd floor kind of mindlessly and is being led that direction. You can do a perception on that, but I'm telling you now that the baddie did get a nat 20 on that as well.
I think I'm just going to follow Data. Because, like, knowing everything that's happened to him and, like, knowing that we're in a place where he was...
It's funny that you say you're going to follow Data because you're actually being pulled in that direction as well.
Oh, okay. That works out.
And so Zack is left alone now. And while you guys go upstairs, and while Zack is left alone, he suddenly turns around to like talk to you guys, and he realizes he is alone, and he goes, "That's not good." And then he hears the giggling of Kimmy and Claudia, and they're like, "Oh my god, he's here.
The electricity here.
And that's where we are going to cut it to where Pleggy, Hansi, Avery, and River are.
My darling fellowship.
Okay, so right now, you guys are all in a room. And for some reason, Pleggy is still flashing his red eyes while River is flashing her purple eyes.
To be useful.
And Avery also kind of got bored in the room and is just like making her orange eyes flash. So it looks like a weird like sunset rave going on in here. And all of a sudden, you got
the background. Hansi's just going, "What's it?"
Yeah, exactly. Right next to a dead Franklin. You guys hear well, let's get Avery too. So River rolled a 15 on that. Avery, you fell! Okay, Avery rolled an 18. I need Hansi and Pleggy to roll me a d20 and plus 5 to it.
That is a 14.
Okay. I don't know if that means yes or no.
Again, this is why I turn my volume down every time we do this.
What exactly are we rolling for?
I guess you'll find out. You're plussing 5 to it, though.
I rolled a natural 1.
Actually, that tracks for you very well.
That's 6. But I feel like I'm only making Hansi super goofy and fun because I love
here's the
him.
thing, though. So River.
He's like Jack the Ripper in my heart.
I know he is. But unfortunately, he isn't.
Yeah,
okay,
unfortunately, in the real world, in the way that I've played him, I've turned him into like fucking Ted Bundy with how lovable he is.
Okay, so there's movement happening outside, and Avery and River immediately like get up, like they stop what they're doing and they get up and they like look out the window. They see nothing really, and it's really quiet, and River kind of like looks over at Avery, and Avery kind of looks over at River. Plaguey, you hear this noise that sounds like, which is like clicking, and you know that for a fact that is Polly, that's like supposed to be a floor down, and she has like this like dislocating her body ability, so every time she like walks, it almost looks like a broken doll. So Plaguey, you have an idea. Are you going to keep pretty silent about this because you know what's going on? You expect Hansi to know what's going on?
No, I'm gonna be like, isn't that the one that can do the weird click-clack noises?
And Hansi, you are in your own world. You got that natural 1 perfectly. You have the sudden urge to like go outside and look, because you could take her. That's fine. She's easy kill.
Okay, yeah. So like Hansi immediately is just like, the one who goes clicky clacky. Oh, she's literally nothing but like a tiny little bug. Let me just go outside and have a little taste.
So Hansi gets up, and River and Avery step out of the way as you like walk out of the room. You're walking out of the room super fucking confidently, by the way. You are killing it. You're just like, this is fine. So as you go out, you see this blonde girl, and like she's pretty small. She's probably around 70 pounds. She's probably like 4'7", and she's still like dislocating her arms and everything. You can still hear like that cracking from all of her bones, and she looks at you and goes,
Hansi, I haven't seen you in so long.
Dear God.
And you're like so confident. You're like dealing with this.
What's her name again?
Polly.
Oh, gods, Polly, you look like Scheisse. This would be a mercy killing. And he goes to try to kill her, to like touch her. Okay. Dear God.
So, very quickly, I need you to give me a d20 plus 5 real fast for me. And I need to do one more check for her.
Oh, the dice are not in Hansi's favor.
So, Polly, what did you get?
I got a 10 plus 5, 15, so average.
Okay, so Polly, very quickly, out of your sight in like a second, like you couldn't see her at all, and then you feel your arm get pulled in the back of you, and her hand go immediately through your chest. and she destroys your heart. And then she pulls out your heart back, looks back towards the room, and takes a big bite out of it.
I'm crying, Matthew, why?
Matthew rolled a 17 to keep Hansi alive out of a D100.
Matthew! Is that why you hesitated when I asked, should I get out my dice for Hansi?
Yeah. So Matthew rolled a 17. Matthew from Abyssal Brews, everybody. He did the rolling to see if Hansi and Pluggy were going to stay alive. As you just saw, Hansi did not make it.
I need a second.
Okay. Are you actually crying?
I'm actually crying.
Guys, I did it.
I had to turn my laptop volume to 0 when you started screaming because it is too early in the morning for that shit.
Okay, so here lies Hansi, the world's greatest and probably first vampire.
Indians and masterminds.
He was not the best of people. He was actually a psycho murderer and probably a sociopath. He did not deserve to die the way that he did, but he died doing what he loved best, acting like a cocky asshole. As his mother, I in lieu of flowers, can you please send me mac and cheese? Oh my god, I'm crying again. My address is 123 Main Street in small town, USA. So please send me that mac and cheese, pups.
I wonder how much I'm gonna keep of this in.
Oh my god.
Okay, you have your panic attack. So, now that that's happened, it goes scarily quiet between Avery, River, and Pluggy. And River, just like as she hears the body hit the floor, she just looks over at Pluggy, and I can only imagine Pluggy's like, close the door, close the door, close the door, close the door. And
yeah, I'm
River,
basically like, let's go.
So River like immediately closed the door and locks it, and right as she locks it, there's Polly's dice. Polly like immediately slams into the door and stands back, and River's like waving her hand like, hi, and she like does like a weird like motion thing with her neck, like she's just like trying to like crack it out, even though like her entire body's like cracking and moving almost in like a weird like mechanical, like a mechanical animal like sort of fashion, like robot fashion. And she looks at River, sort of tilts her head a little bit, probably in the most like smooth motion you've seen her, and looks at Avery real fast and then leaves. And then we go back.
Because I actually did have a plan for dealing with her if need be.
No, it's fine. Then we go back. And we are going back to Hood and Rodney.
Fuck them. Remi takes out her gun and just kills everybody.
Remi did not know Hansi. I need to make that very clear. Remi has no reason to be having a mental problem right now yet.
I know.
Honey, I need you. Honey, I'm going to need you to get some balls to you, because Remi's is only going to get worse, except less dying.
I just straight up. Like, James tried so hard to break us as characters. I played this dude for literally 5 sessions, and you kill him, and I'm broken.
So what you're saying is I'm a fucking better DM. We get that.
Broken.
Okay, I love that. I was just like, I'm going to break you in 5 sessions, and then I did. It's Rodney and Hood's turn, and they are pulled in to a hallway, and they just hear like this melodic, soft music playing, and as soon as they like enter this room, it's probably the size of like a mid-sized living room. Like, it's not a small room. The door immediately shuts. And they don't snap out of it at all. If anything, they just stare. And from behind them, they hear, "Hello, boys. It's been such a long time since I've had such cuties in my room." And she's just like looking at them, and the moment like Hood's like eyes lay on her, like she looks directly in his eyes, he sees this gorgeous woman. She has curves for days. She has long red Scarlett Johansson in the new Widow movie hair. She has what color eyes? She has bright ruby red eyes and these pale lips that just sort of crack a smile the moment she sees him. And she goes, "Wow, you are a cutie, aren't you?" She like takes his cheek and then smacks it a little bit. And she goes up to Rodney and she goes, "Ooh, you're cute too. But you have some secrets, don't you? Do you want to play a game, boys?" And both of them just like nod their head yes. And let me roll for Hood and Rodney real fast. Hey, lost Hood. Hood, come back. Rodney rolled like shit. All right, Hood also rolled like shit. So they both nod their head, and she goes, "I see you have those little toys on your belts," and she's pointing to their guns. And she goes, "I'm gonna need you to lift those up and turn towards each other." And they both like do exactly what she says. And she goes, "We're gonna play a game of saints and sinners, boys. Doesn't that sound fun?" And she's just like slowly moving her hand up and down Hood's back, and she like messes with his hair a little bit. You can tell, like, none of you would see this, but like she kind of favors Hood over Rodney, definitely. And then we will switch back to Rem's sleep. Hey Rem, how you doing?
Not good. Currently yelling at Matthew, and he doesn't understand what's going on.
Tell Matthew the dice roll on Hansi, and he'll be like, "Oh." As you're walking down this hallway, the hallway seems to be never ending. It doesn't seem to have a stopping point at all. It just seems like you're just continuously walking and walking and walking. And you keep hearing these voices around you that's just like,
Remi, you are a water witch, and you have so many other abilities to you. You are fantastic and strong and so much better. So much better. You deserve so much better than that stupid little blonde boy that is on your team right now. He doesn't deserve you. You deserve so much better, Remi.
And Remi, I would like for you to give me a will save.
All right. Well. Okay. That's a 16 plus 9. 25.
Okay, so you can stop. You can stop in the hallway if you so choose. You can stop and realize you're not going anywhere, and that's your choice ultimately if you decide that.
Okay. Is she aware that she's being pulled in this direction?
With the will save, you realize that this hallway is never ending and that you've been walking for quite a bit for for how long this building looked like it was supposed to be.
Okay, so then she's gonna stop, and then she's gonna be like, I'm not that much of a cardio girl, so I think I'm gonna just dip. Peace, and then starts walking around and starts whispering very loudly, Bob's making check! Bob's making check!
So he's
Am
upstairs.
I anywhere nearby?
No, you are upstairs, my guy, with Data. So Atlas, that's his name. That's your baddie's name is Atlas. He puts down what looks like this blank wall of darkness. So it doesn't look like you can go anywhere. And if you put your hands on it, it's actually like a stable mass. Like you physically cannot move from it. And from behind you, you hear this clomping that almost sounds like horse hooves. And he goes,
Remi, where do you think you're going? We have a chat. I haven't talked to someone in so long, Remi. Let's get to know each other.
Okay, am I able to... So is he trying to make me do something?
no, he just wants to talk.
Okay, so then I'm gonna sit there and be like, well, I'm not kind of in a chit-chatting mood. To be quite honest, you kind of sound like my grandpa, and my grandpa was kind of an asshole, so I'm gonna have to take a rain check. And then she's gonna, take a very hard, like, chibi anime style Sokka, try to push and pull and move this wall.
Give me a... What would that even be? Give me a fighting check?
You know how, like, when they're in Bossing saying, yeah, they're like, this is how I gotta open the door?
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna say you're fighting that wall. Give me a fighting...
Now that is a 9 plus 6, another 15.
So you can't budget. You can't. It's not like a wall that is physically fightable.
So then I immediately turn and I'm like, all right, and then I stop.
So you're looking at him.
So then I like turn.
So you're looking at him.
Yeah, I guess. I turn and I stop my foot and I go, well, that's not very nice now, is it?
So when you turn around, Remi, you see this 7-foot tall creature that almost looks like it has hair all over its body. It's very willowy, very spindly. Has horns and kind of looks like it has oh my god, I forgot what those, like a horse skull as like a face. And his hands are almost like talons. He's kind of what you would have you would you have had Remi like ever look into, like, I don't know, different like cryptids, different creatures?
Probably not, but it's almost sounds like you're describing a Wendigo.
Yep, that's actually exactly what he is a Wendigo.
See, I know a lot about Wendigos because of Until Dawn, and that's not how Wendigos are supposed to look.
Well, it's not like a full Wendigo. You have to remember, these are still horror movies.
The people that they made in Until Dawn, like the Wendigos that they made there, that's not how they're supposed to look.
Okay,
the way you're describing is how Wendigos are supposed to look.
Okay, so yeah, that's technically what Atlas is. He is still very, he's very, like, aware of his surroundings. He's very aware of what the power he holds. So he still can talk to you like a person. But yeah, that is what Remi is looking at.
Okay.
And he's, like, towering over her. Keep in mind, Remi is still pretty fucking tall, but not 7 feet.
No, he's got at least a good 2 feet on her.
Yeah, so he's staring down at you. He's staring down at you and goes,
"You're very beautiful, Remi."
So then she's just like, thanks, I'm not fishing for compliments right now, you little creep. And then she like points her finger up in the air and she's like, so you better move this fucking wall before I decide to get angry.
Remi, I just want to talk.
About what? How your breath stinks?
River feels a disturbance. River feels a disturbance in the force. Like, I just said this.
She's like, somewhere, Remi just immediately clapped back and insulted someone, and she's nearby. It's like
literally, I want you to know, technically 45 minutes earlier, she literally looked at Franklin and was like, you need a mint. So
like, this is immediately how I imagined, like, as soon as I said that, River went, like, the SpongeBob Oonga Boonga meme is like, like, she's that's how she feels right now.
Avery's just like, what's going on with you? And River's like, I don't know.
She's like, I feel a great disturbance in the force.
That's basically what's going on. Would you like to chat with Atlas?
Fine, I guess I'm not gonna get anywhere. And so, like, she still has, like, her finger pointed up at him and is like, after she just said this, does he do anything other than just sigh regretfully?
You know, if you keep that finger pointed at me, Remi, I do enjoy the flavor of human flesh.
So then she puts it back down on her hip and she's just like, well, if that's how you're gonna talk to me, maybe I don't want to talk to you. And then she turns back around and faces the wall again and starts to push.
I just don't enjoy pointing.
Yeah, well, I don't enjoy oppressive figures behind my back. Now, can you help me move this wall or not?
Remi, are you here for joy?
Who else would I be here for, asshole?
Well,
I forgot what powers I gave Atlas, even though I did this like an hour ago. Alright, cool. I did give him this power. Sweet. So, I'm going to need you to give me a awareness check, will you?
Okay.
That or a will check, whatever is higher.
I'm gonna go with a will check. Because that's a +9. I needed that. That's an 11 + 9, dirty 20.
Alright, so he wasn't able to get a lot. He was able to get some. But he goes,
you're here for joy, Remi.
See, if it were me, I would respond with, everyone's trying to find happiness in their life.
And I look at him and I'm just like, well, duh.
Joy and Avery together.
Just letting you know, you've said joy about 17 times, so, I mean, do you have any other ways to describe her? Her pronouns are she, her.
He's just staring at you until you calm down. You very obviously are not mentally okay right now, and he's understanding of that.
I mean, if you could see me, I have, like, I feel like I'm in full Remi mode because my hair is so fucking long, and it's in a ponytail right now, and I can feel it in my lower back. I'm sitting in my chair, my hands are on my hips, and I'm looking straight up at the ceiling. So this is exactly how Remi looks.
So he's just like waiting for you to calm down and goes,
she is very important to us.
Well, yeah, she's important to you, but she's more important to me.
You don't understand the importance of both of them together.
Both of who together?
You've read about her godmother. You've
Yes.
gotten information on her.
Well, duh.
She's here, Remi. They are together.
Okay, so...
he's like, he then, like, transforms himself from this Wendigo creature to something a little bit more, hopefully you wouldn't be as angry about, but he only saw a little bit into your brain because of your thing, so it's not going to be the best of things to probably do at the moment. But he turns into your father, and
I look at him and I'm like, you think this is your best move?
And he just goes, Remi, you've gone through so much trauma. So much trauma. I figured this would be a better look because you didn't seem to like my full figure.
No, not really. I don't like this figure either, if that helps.
Aw, do you want to talk about it, love?
No, not really.
Okay, well, while you're fighting with Mr. Wendigo, we are going to move to Data and Oswald.
Yay!
Woo!
So, I mixed up the Carmichael dice. Okay, there we go. So, Oswald, I need to get up. These two. Fun fact, Carmichael was originally supposed to be for shade. So, I had to do some tweaking. So, Oswald, give me a fortitude save.
Yay. What is my fortitude anyway?
Probably 20. With the way you
I get a +6 to it. So... Oh, that's a nat 1.
Okay, and let me roll for Data real fast to see how quickly Carmichael can get to him. Oh, okay. So as soon as you go upstairs, Data immediately takes an immediate left, and you are watching Data just go through this place like he knows exactly where he's going, and then suddenly, Oswald, your limbs stop working. You immediately feel numb and locked up, and you fall onto the floor.
Oh god, it's like sleep paralysis all over again.
Jesus.
And as your mouth is locked up too, you can't do anything, and you're just watching Data walk down the hall. Mindlessly almost, this is where he's supposed to go, this is where he'll find joy. And you hear this this laughter that's coming from behind you, and he's just
Is this your Bard talk impression?
What's Bard?
Bartok.
No.
It's a Bartok, and then I kicker, sir.
It was either going to be Bartok or it was going to be something more like this.
Oh, please let it be that. Please let it be that.
Oh, okay, fine. You want it to be that?
Yeah,
cool.
That's great. I love it.
So, you hear a laughing behind you, and
somehow mixed into both.
Yeah, I don't know how I did that. It was very good. So, you hear laughter behind you. It's deep guttural, and it's oh, I found a new friend. And you feel like you're being lifted up. Let's see, because Brusha is very strong, you see. Because he got the 7, but he has a +18 to his strength.
Boy, who does that sound like?
So, he just lifts you up and brings you along. You will notice as you're walking, because just because you're paralyzed doesn't mean you can't see Oswald. Brusha kind of almost has the body of a slug person. He has the arms and everything, but he is slimy, and he has no legs, and he's upright but slithering. He doesn't look like any of those like hot anime serpent women at all. It's very upsetting. He looks almost like a booger, a sentient booger is the best way I can explain to you what Brusha looks like.
Wonderful.
And he is taking you the opposite direction of Data. And you can see Data getting smaller as you are being whisked away. And you can hear Brusha just going, I got the new friend, I got the new friend, I got the new friend. And they all just, I need either of you to give me some form of an intelligence check because you notice something very similar between everyone here.
God, it bounced off my mouse and landed on a nat 1. Can I re-roll that?
Yeah, sure, I'll give you that one.
So an intellect check?
Yeah.
I hate today. Today sucks. Alright, that's a 12 plus 4.
I also rolled a 12, but mine's a plus 7, so 19.
12 special.
12 plus 4 is 16. So, Oswald, it takes you a little bit longer, but Remi, you realize while talking to not Carmichael, wow, I keep thinking you're talking to, while you're talking to Atlas, like, these creatures aren't really, like, doing anything that harmful for you. You don't know, like, what the others are dealing with, but from what you can tell, they just are lonely and kind of want to be around people. This is what you're getting from it.
Okay. Maybe I should not be as big of a dick to Asher as I should be.
But, Oswald, it takes you a bit, but as you're paralyzed and being, like, walked around, you're probably a little bit more salty about it than what Remi is, because you just got, like, you know, technically poisoned, and and you are just, like, a lot of these people are saying, come play with me, I want to be your friend, I got a new friend, yay, they're playing with me. These bitches might just be lonely.
That is kind of sad.
Because you have to remember what place they are in right now.
Yeah.
True.
And they only just got out of their cells. You don't know how long they've been in their cells. You don't know how long they've eaten. You don't know how long it's been since they've had something to drink. You don't know anything really. Because as you know from the information given to you, when it's in lockdown, everything is shut down except for the indoor cells. So all the cells open up. So you don't know how long these other creatures haven't seen each other. So we are going to Data real fast. And we're going to do Data Carmichael. I am rolling exactly how everybody needs to be rolling right now, and I love that for me. So Data and Carmichael. Data, like, stops at the end of a hallway and kind of just immediately snaps out of it right there. And Carmichael comes out of the wall. Carmichael kind of has this snake look to him. If any of you have seen that really bad Cirque du Freak movie... Okay, well, it's really bad. It's on Netflix. I do recommend it if you're into shitty teen horror. It's a very bad movie, but there's a snake kid in there who's really into playing guitar, but he has scales all around him. His eyes are yellow, slitted, but he's just, like, genuinely a cool dude, and he, like, is chilling up against the wall, and he goes, oh, hey, David? And Data goes, yeah, how did I get here? He goes, oh, don't worry about that. You looking for Joy? You looking for River? He goes, yeah, who are you? He's like, oh, I'm Carmichael. I'm really tired of being here, man. It's like, it's gross. It's like, you can get out of here? He's like, yeah, I can get out of here. Are you gonna show me where Joy is? And she goes, oh, well, Joy's not a problem, man. Joy, she can literally walk out of here. None of us would touch her. And he's just like, what? Why would none of you touch her? And he's just like, oh, well, you see, Joy brought the life back to this place. He's like, what? And he's just like, yeah. So Avery came, and there was, like, a big ball of energy, and all of us were real hyped for it. But, like, as the time went on, and Avery was still here, her energy left her. But the moment River came here, the moment Joy came here, I don't know what name she really goes by. I've heard she likes River more. I don't really know. I don't really care. But if you could get us all out of here, it's like, wait, so you like River? Oh yeah, all of us are pretty cool with River. It's like, but she doesn't know any of you. Nah, she hasn't seen us at all. And Data's just sort of staring at Carmichael. And Carmichael's like, I mean, not fucking with you, man. We just really, want to get out of here, if anything. That's all we really want. How are you and your friends doing, by the way? Because I know some of them aren't as, chill as me. So it's like, friends. And he turned around and he went, fuck! And then we... then we go to Zack, who's somehow being surrounded by Kimmy and Claudia. And they're like...
Oh my god, he's here, he came to play with us, he came to play with us.
And Zach's literally just like, I don't want kids.
I just immediately imagined for some reason, be like, and we cut to Zack. Miss Mary, Mac, all dressed in black. Like they're both playing with him and he's just like, I'm the cool older brother.
No, so, Zach's still kind of freaking out over this because the one thing he did not want to deal with is Kimmy and Claudia, and that is the cards I have dealt him. So he's like, they're like these little girls that almost both kind of look like Alice from Alice in Wonderland, except a little dead,
like the twins from The Shining.
Yes, but blonde.
They were blonde.
Were they blonde?
Yeah.
Why am I picturing them with black hair?
No, they have like blondish brown hair.
Okay, then yes, exactly. The twins from The Shining. I have took inspiration from the twins from The Shining. So they're just like, but they aren't like, they have more energy than those twins. Like they aren't just like, let's play a game. They're like literally this like he hears one in one corner, another one pops up in the other corner, another one pops up in the other corner, but he never actually sees them. And then they just like end up in front of him, and he's just like, oh god, oh god, oh god. And there's like,
Zack, you're here to play with us.
and just for funsies, we're going to switch to Carmichael and Data again, only for Carmichael to be like, yeah, the twins suck. And and we go back. So
I'm sorry, I just heard that.
I kept that in the last one because you were just like one, and then all of a sudden we hear vroom, and you're like, and two, and all of us just died, and I was like, I'm keeping that, I don't care. So, now we're going back to Pleggy, Avery, and River. And River just like is slowly looking at Pleggy. Pleggy, if you want to give me an intelligence check so you understand what exactly is going on here.
Sure. That's a 17 plus 5.
So
22.
From your knowledge, if you stick near River, you should be good. That's on you if you want to tell River or not.
I think I'm just gonna hang next to River and just like, be her protector if need be.
Okay, but are you going to leave the room? Because last time you tried to leave the room, we had one of our players have a mental breakdown.
I'm sorry. I'm fine now.
All right, everybody. That is where we are calling it for this episode. if you are listening to this on Coffee, I sure hope you're using our Revolution membership, because that is going to get it so you get this early access all the time with all of our episodes. And if you are listening to it on any of the other podcasting platforms, welcome. I hope you are enjoying the show. If you do like our content and you are not yet, please make sure you are following us on Twitter at dice_drop to also support us and talk to us and I don't know, maybe you just be at us sometime and be like, hey, we love you. Guess what? We love you too. If you'd like to support us and help this beautiful podcast going, you can check out our merch in our merch shop that is linked in the description below. And you can also help donate on Coffee or even buy some of our limited edition pins or stickers that are also on our Coffee. Anything helps. Now, if you're wondering, because this is just part 1, do not worry, lovelies. We'll see you tomorrow with part 2. And our new member. Bye, friends.
Ooh, that's a +8 now. Allie, this dice is blessed cursed.
No, it's only blessed. I only make blessed dice.
That's the 5th. No, because the other dice, the blue one with the gold, that one is also blessed cursed. It only rolls well, and I sometimes like to fail.